Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the JP special, as we're calling it now. It's lovely to have you with now. Now, there's something we're doing that you might. I want to let you into a little secret. Earlier on today, while Paul was in his garden, we went around there and we installed a hidden camera. So what we're going to do, just for a bit of fun, Paul doesn't know we're going to do this. We're going to switch to the hidden camera in his house. And we're going to start our own NTV. So here we go. Ready, everybody? Here we go. And Paul, you're live.
And the power of Beelzebub will rise above the echelons of our life, and I will strike down all the Jews and the... Oh, ow! What the... No!
Paul,
No!
Paul, you're live on Crinkly Bottom.
Oh, no! You absolute ship.
I know, I'm sorry.
What a... Hey, come on now.
Yeah, well...
I mean, look, you fucking invaded my garden.
Watch the language. It's 8 o'clock in the evening.
Garden.
There are children watching. Please say vestibule.
Vestibule.
You had no idea, did you, that we'd installed this?
I know I did know. You really got me. Oh, my God.
Good.
You little tinker.
I know. Sorry about that.
How many people have you got like that over the ages?
Oh, probably about 7.
Upwards of 7.
7. Anyway, joke's over, everybody. Welcome to the JP special, as we're calling it now.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. So, how was your week?
It's all right.
All right. Well, that's not enough for me. Monday.
What did I do Monday? I recorded a Smash Pod episode after work.
Tuesday.
I recorded a No, I didn't. I didn't do anything Tuesday.
What? Nothing at all.
No, I homeschooled.
That's something.
Yeah, and in the evening, I think I just... Oh, I watched Chernobyl.
What's that? You went to Chernobyl?
I watched it.
Oh, you watched it again?
Yeah,
that's
I watched
nice.
it. Yeah.
Just to cheer yourself up.
Exactly that. I was feeling quite down, so I watched some Russians melting.
Oh, that's nice. Wednesday.
I recorded a podcast in the evening.
You're very podcasty, aren't you, Mr. Rain?
Did another one last night as well.
Get off with thee. What was that one?
That was where he interviewed Christopher Villiers, the baddie in Top Secret. He talked all about the film Top Secret.
What?
Oh.
That's amazing.
That's
an amazing film. Oh my God.
What about you? What about Monday?
Wished it was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
See Wednesday.
Thursday.
I had a cry.
Today?
I had a haircut, a shower, and a face mask.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and potted around in my garden and made a lamb pilaf. I'm going to say pilaf.
I thought you were going to say cry.
I had a lovely lamb cry.
I made a lamb cry.
The first time I could go out and visit anyone. So I found this little lamb and I made him cry.
Oh. Wow, we've got loads of comments. Should we have a look at the comments?
Was it? Shut up.
That's fucking 30 of them.
Oh my God. 30 comments? That's too much to bear.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to be home. There's no place like home. Home sweet home.
Lots of... someone says, oh, Christ.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's okay. You can start now. Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah, we've done that.
To be fair, it could have been worse.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Who knew Paul was a Tory?
Oh no, hang along. I'm not entirely. I need to know more. We've moved on.
We moved on.
I thought it would be a shot of his ass, so it turned out okay. We did discuss maybe taking it down that road, but due to poor lighting and no exercise,
lack of interest as well, wasn't it?
Lack of interest and entry. I put a kibosh on that.
Okay. What's the background? It's from Daleks Invasion Earth.
It's amazing. You could just see the bottom of the Tardier.
I'm pointing at it, but you can't see what I'm pointing at. But yeah,
the Tardier.
Under Paul's right tit.
It's under my digits.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I can see a TARDIS and a Dalek. You're quite right.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Are you now one French person called Jean-Paul? No. We are two people.
Called. Sorry, my cat's just licked my ankle.
That's not what we're called. For goodness sake, you're.
Sorry about that. So
good evening, Jason.
So I thought, John, that we've known each other for a few years, not that long.
A couple of years.
I'm not entirely sure how well I know you. So I've decided, and we decided today, that we would just ask each other some generic questions just to get to know each other a bit better, and hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you'll get to know us too.
And a segment I like to call "Getting to Know You."
Getting to know all about you. But hopefully not that much unless it goes to court.
Do not sue us because we're doing it in a minor key.
So, do you mind if I go first, John? Is that all
right? Please.
All right. So, answer these as honestly as you can.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Question 1. What's your favorite chocolate bar? No brand names, so it has to rhyme.
Oh, I was going to say, can I do it like a supermarket where they try and make it like that thing, but they give it another name?
What, like Lidl and Aldi?
Well, yeah, if they do a chocolate bar that's named after the red planet, they'll call it something like Neptune.
Okay, so are you going with? Is that your final answer? That's your favoritist of chocolate bar?
No. My favorite chocolate bar. My favorite chocolate bar is rhymes with kickers.
Oh, I see.
It used to be a Carathon.
Got you. Brilliant. Question number 2. What Oscar-winning film, in your opinion, is drastically overrated?
Oh, The Artist.
Nice. Okay. Interesting. What would you rather have? No neck or no knees?
No knees.
It's perfectly obvious, isn't it? No knees. What's your biggest phobia?
Not too keen on spiders, Paul.
You don't like spiders?
Not too keen on them, Paul.
No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, heights. Actually, it's heights.
So spiders and heights.
Spiders and heights, particularly really high spiders.
Really long-legged. Okay.
I've got like inverse vertigo, where instead of being scared looking down, I get scared looking up. I genuinely do.
No, and that's genuinely insane. So that's lovely to know. So if you were laying underneath a spider looking up,
terrified.
I mean, you'd be shitting your life away, wouldn't you?
All of it.
You'd be shitting bricks for your own mausoleum. Now, if anyone was to play you, John, in a film, what actor would that be?
Tim Robbins.
Oh, that's a nice choice. Yeah, I can see him doing that.
Yeah.
I was going to say Baskin Robbins. Now, do you believe in goats? No, hang on. Sorry, hang on. No, that might be a typo. No, it's not. Do you believe in goats?
Well, I've never seen one.
Right. Okay. So, but do you believe in them?
In what, their abilities or just their
well,
existence?
I got no further than that.
Well, let's say I believe they exist, but I don't believe in them in constructing a dry wall.
Right. Got you. Oh. No, that's nice. You're like a pragmatist with this. Now, here's a curate's egg. Last summer wine. What exactly do you think it is that Compo keeps revealing to people occasionally inside his matchbox that causes such horror and disdain?
I think it's the shrunken head
yes,
of Nora Batty's husband.
What, that he's previously destroyed?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think he smashed him in with a hammer before he did it as well, so he's all...
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. And obviously to make that hammer took an entire episode of, you don't want to make a hammer like that, Compo. You want to make this big fucking mallet, you Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Now listen, Paul means small in shitty cultures or whatever that means. What does John mean?
Toilet.
I
Hey.
knew you would say that. So the other question is so yeah, question 9. Is Marathon still your favorite chocolate bar? You're not going to change your mind?
I'm not going to change my mind. No.
Okay, that's fine. What's the best ever Bond theme, in your opinion?
Live and Let Die.
Nice. Okay, here's a bit of a... You need to get your brain box for this one. You ready?
Okay.
Martha has 3 apples, and Jesus has 9. Jesus gives Martha 20% of his apples, but due to her seeing an alpaca on fire near an ice cream van, is startled and only takes half of the apples. How many apples does Jesus have when he starts to attempt to self-harm?
I'd say he's got a bag
Of
apples.
correct. God, you got that immediately. That's amazing.
Just came
Now, John, question 12.
Yeah.
Will you give me £92?
Well, now? Or yes.
Oh, brilliant. God, that's great.
Yeah.
Question 13. Shaving Ryan's privates. Alien. It all seems like Hollywood movies have their own porn version.
Yeah.
Can you come up with 3 of your own?
Harry.
I'll help you. Mary Poppins.
Mary Porn Ings.
I would have said Mary Poppins, but go. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Indiana Penis.
Bones.
I'm going to say penis.
And the
Temple of Vagina.
One more, and we can put a lid on this.
Okay, instead of gremlins,
yeah,
Quimlins.
That sounds like a ITV daytime quiz show. 4 o'clock. Hello, welcome to Quimlins. Well, the quim is in the lid, and it's up to you to lip the lid of the quimmet. Our first guest today is dead. Goodbye. Anyway, so question 14. Oh, now you'll like this. I think you'll like this. If the TARDIS and its chameleon setting wasn't always stuck on the police box, what would you prefer the TARDIS to actually appear as all the time?
A big rig.
What, a big oil rig?
No, a big truck. Instead of making the clanking noise, instead of having the wheezing groaning sound, I want it to go.
That's amazing. Now, I've just invented something that will change the world, and it's called a Fanty. Fanty. Fanty.
Okay.
For God's sake, John, what is it?
I think it's a machine.
Yes.
That removes all chemicals from liquid.
That's right. Well, I've greenlit that Fanty, and I tell you what, 20%, 80% to me. We're partners, sir. We're going to do very well.
I'm so happy.
Very well indeed. Well, John, I really think I've got to know you a lot more now.
Well, I think it's about time that everybody else got to know you, got to know all
about you, apart from that injunction and that court case.
So, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Paul Damascus Litchfield.
Yes, sir.
What was your favorite childhood bicycle?
Oh, I watched the film BMX Bandits, and one of the bikes in that was called a Diamondback, and I got that for Christmas. So yes, that.
Favorite cereal can be from childhood or indeed now.
Oh, I think just for total immersion took over my life to the point where I had to travel to where it was filmed. I'm going to say the very first 2 series of Twin Peaks.
No. Breakfast cereal.
Oh, sorry. The first Kellogg's Twin Peaks.
Okay, good. Your favourite colour?
Green.
Favourite classical music piece?
I really like a lot of them. No, I really like Adagio for Strings, but that's not quite classical, is it? Is that classical enough?
Yeah. I'll accept it.
And a bit of Shostakovich on the side, and a bit of Benjamin Britten and Holst, but not the planets. I prefer his moons.
Don't we all? Paul, what's your favourite food?
That'll be curry. In all its myriad of forms, I'm obsessed and I've got about 400 books on the subject.
Oh, not half. Paul, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Tahiti.
Tahiti.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favourite member of Fun and the Fun Boys?
I don't know who any of them are. I'm going to say Tom Thumb. Who are Fun and the Fun Boys?
They're an exciting pop band that everyone loves.
What loves now?
Everyone's always loved. Everyone's been a huge fan of Fun and the Fun Boys.
I know Fun Boy 3.
No. They're not Fun Boy 3. This is Fun and the Fun Boys.
Fun Boy and the Fun Boys.
Let's just say you don't know. Okay.
I just don't know. What a fucking shame.
Well, Lionel's the one everyone seems to like. He's quite sexy.
Is he really? Is this real?
No. Paul, what's the best way to execute a snake that's been found to be behind terror atrocities?
Well, as an animal lover, I would immediately yank the Geneva Convention and say, let's not kill that snake. We can't do that. But I would slide a ruler all the way through it so it spent its entire life on a
rigid.
Sort of rigid. Yeah, rigid. Yeah, rigid. And then obviously when the cameras are turned off, snap the fucker on me knee!
You'd have to do that in Guantanamo Lizard Bay.
Guantanamo. That doesn't work at all, John. You need to rethink that.
I know. That's on top of my head. Right, so you could, if you could ride a bike up a whale's arsehole, would you?
Me BMX bloody.
It links back to your other question, yeah.
This is a linking question. Yeah, probably, yeah. Well, I mean, I've got nothing going on at the moment.
It's kind of a lockdown, isn't it?
Do I have to remain 2 meters from its anus? No, I have to go right in.
You have to go right in. Perhaps do a wheelie and come out.
I'll probably go right in. I'll be 2 meters from its mouth. It's a horrible idea, isn't it?
Horrible.
Yeah, do a couple of mad skills. Fuck off.
All right, that's good. Okay. Not many people know that Hitler loved crisps. What do you think What do you think he'd make of today's crisps?
Well, first of all, you try and paint them. You make a pig's ear of fucking what's it.
But not pork scratchings.
That's fun. Now, I think Hitler's favourite crisp would probably be ready salted. Be ready salted, wouldn't it? Nothing too odd, nothing too weird. I've forgotten the question.
What do you think he'd make of today's crisps?
I think he would like them.
Okay.
I mean, you can't gas crisps that you don't like, can you?
No.
You can't put packets of various crisps into some chamber and try and gas them. You can't take crisps to a camp and separate them from other crisps.
I mean, that's technically what they do in Tesco, but yeah, I get you. Yeah. Paul, what's your favourite Watong Samero the Fourth film from the year 2126?
I think it's probably My Sombrero's a Bit Racist.
Oh, fucking hell.
Part 2.
Say that.
Part 2. Because part 2 is more chutzpah.
Okay, next question. Question 12. You
Yes.
have to transport a bi-zombie owl, a bowl of warm guts, and a jar of fresh shit across a river. How do you do it?
Oh my god, I nearly went for this style of question. Mine was Enya, some Trill,
Mm-hmm.
and date rape. But I just daren't do it.
No.
Sorry, repeat?
So it's a bi-zombie owl. So it's a zombie that's also bisexual.
Bisexual zombie owl.
A bowl of warm guts
Cats.
and a jar of fresh shit across a river. How do you do it?
Well, I take the jar of fresh shit and the bisexual owl first, because
No interest in that.
no interest in that. Then I leave the bisexual owl on the other side, and then go back to collect the
bowl of warm guts.
Bowl of warm guts, because a bowl of warm guts and the shit, they're not going to do anything.
They're not going to do anything, but the owl would fucking destroy the warm guts, wouldn't he?
Yeah. So the bisexual owl is probably fucking a wood pigeon as we speak.
Easily. And then eating it, yeah.
And then I would drill a hole in the boat and drown.
Okay, brilliant. Question 13. What's your favourite soup?
I'm not a big fan of soup, John. I argue about this on a daily basis with many of my friends. I don't think soup constitutes a meal because there's no chewing involved. And I find that really odd. And I know people saying, no, soup and a sandwich, that's a meal, soup and a sandwich. I don't like soup. But if push came to shove, if it was a tin, it'd be mulligatawny, which a lot of people don't like.
Paul McCartney single.
Yeah. And if I was making it myself, which I sometimes do a very nice other meal. No, sorry. I sometimes do a very nice soup, which is blue cheese and which is Stilton and broccoli, and that's a nice soup.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, question 14.
Yeah.
You're a man who likes books, aren't you?
Yeah, I love them.
Have you been keeping up with the Dolly Fuckbag adventure novels?
Well, I'm up to, I think, number 12, which is called Dolly Takes a Break.
Yes.
And she goes to a summer house and just sort of waves a fan over it all and just lets it all air out. And then suddenly she gets all involved because this hot Mexican turns up called Senor Willie, and they have tremendous fun in the last 4 chapters.
Fuckbag novels are great.
What I like about her books is she'll send you personalized bookmarks, which are just big erections.
It's beautiful.
It's nice that.
And when you get a paper cut, you get pregnant. Question number 15. What do you make of the news that Doctor Who will now be played by Eric from Brushstrokes?
I think it's a new direction for Who.
Not my Who.
Well, I think he might be your Who, actually, if you just give him a chance. It's not the Doctor, it's the writers. Who's writing the new Who? God, I've just heard it's Tessa Sanderson.
Tessa Sanderson.
She has no fucking clue about Who.
No, she never. She said the reason she got the job is that she went into the interview and said, "I've never ever watched it," and they found that refreshing.
I know. I've seen a transcript. She said, "I've never seen it. I don't like it.
Never heard of it.
Fuck about it, but I'll give it a go."
And they said, "Who do you want to be the Doctor?" And she went, "Eric from Brushstrokes." They went,
"All right, yeah, fine, yeah, you're the fucking boss." And she went, "Yeah, I am actually. I'm the fucking boss."
Yeah. And then she walked past Chibnall, who's coming out of his office with a box full of stuff, like plant pots and rulers.
And she threw she threw a javelin at him.
Javelin, right? He's dead.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Chris Chibnall, who died today.
At home. I'm going to go to the comments. Thank you for getting to know us, everybody.
Yeah.
Have we got any questions coming in here? No, this looks like a nice little chat going on. Yeah, we'll keep on going because there's no comments really. Everyone's just having a nice little chin wag.
Well, ask us some questions. We'd like to, we're like porous rocks. We want to sort of absorb your thoughts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
want
couple.
to hear what you want to. I want to
I'll
do
keep.
that.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Questions. Will you have guests on your soundtrack podcast? No,
Well, we don't know yet, but no,
we haven't done it.
no.
But
we might do if it becomes popular.
we might have Yehudi Menuhin.
Or you, as Eric Morgan called him, Yudi near enough.
And we'll get him to bring his banjo.
Have you never heard Yudi near enough? Well, hey!
Would you drink in a mousetrap themed pub where the mechanism randomly drops on a table and those people have to buy everyone else around and there are 12 tables in total?
Well, the answer is universally yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like having a Weatherspoons app, isn't it?
Just for the novelty. My partner is Slovak, and I've been going to Slovakia for about 12, 13 years now. And we once went to the worst ever themed Star Trek pub in Bratislava, which just had a picture, just one picture. It was a Star Trek themed pub. Beam yourself in and have a hilarious time. And we went in the pub, and there was just one picture of Neelix from Star Trek Voyager.
Is he the one with the big ears?
Yeah, he was the one. He was fucking appalling. So you got Catherine Janeway. They're all trying to get back to Earth, and Neelix, they picked up as an alien who's a cook, who often goes, "Well, if you don't like your omelette, you might need some Mactavian fling on it." And he's all, "Fuck off, Neelix, you prick." So that was it. It was a Star Trek themed bar, and it had one big picture of Neelix, which is sort of laminated and sort of hung at a weird angle.
Have you read of the Chuck Tingle book?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't, but I've interviewed him.
Have you?
Yeah, for a website years and years and years ago.
I'm going to plead complete ignorance. Who is Chuck Tingle?
He is a author of sorts who writes erotica, but it's always very specific. And they're always things like "pounded in the butt by." So it'd be like when I interviewed him, he'd done a book called "Pounded in the Butt by My Bigfoot President" or something. I think this was about 7 years ago. But he always does. The books are always like, pounded in the butt by whatever's going on in the news at the moment. But yeah, I haven't actually physically spoken to him. We did it by email, but he has got a podcast now where you can hear his voice, and he calls everyone Buckaroo.
There's an amazing graphic novelist chap called Chester Brown, who's written many, many stunning graphic novels I'm a big fan of. And one of his graphic novels is all about they've discovered another dimension to another world that could change the entire face of planet Earth as we know it. But it can only be accessed if you go up the president's arse.
Right.
Yeah. And that somehow reminded me of that.
No, absolutely.
Check out Chester Brown if you've got the time. Chester Brown, brilliant. Chester
Brown, okay. Sorry, there's a lot of questions coming in now. I'm trying to keep up with them. Here we go. I say chain letters. Which host do you think of? Beadle, Angela O'Connor, Alan Stewart, Ted Robbins, Vince Henderson, or Dave Spikey?
I'm going to go O'Connor all the way.
Same.
O'Connor all the way. He to me is chain letters.
Andrew O'Connor, who also wrote all of the episodes of Copycats.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think it was him and somebody else. And that explains why they're so awful.
I did a show in Edinburgh years back with Tom O'Connor, and that was amazing.
Oh.
He was great.
Was he?
Yeah, he genuinely was. He was really lovely.
Is he the Say What You See man?
No, that's original catchphrase. Roy
Walker. Oh, Roy Tom Walker. O'Connor's the Scouse one, isn't he?
Yeah, he used to do Crosswits.
That's the one. I knew he did a game show.
Yeah.
Which masterclass would you host? I'm guessing this is that online thing where Steve Martin teaches comedy. I'm trying to think of somebody else who did it. Kevin Spacey teaches you how to masturbate without anyone noticing.
Okay. I can do a very good set of EastEnders, the entire set out of Blue Tack.
Okay.
So that would probably be mine.
I'd probably do. I don't know. I don't think anyone would pay for my masterclass, so no, I probably wouldn't. What about Jeremy Lim as a guest?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. He'd be
That
brilliant.
that might happen. That might happen.
And
Watch
he
this
is
space.
brilliant.
Which computer game would you want to turn into a movie? Horace Goes Skiing with Michael Fassbender, for example.
Oh, well, I don't know about you, John, but when I was young, my computer was a ZX Spectrum. So the game that I just adored beyond anything was a game called Attic Attack.
Attic Attack, yeah.
And
By Ultimate Play the Game.
Yeah, I'd love to see that turned into a
Saberwolf.
What's Saberwolf?
It was where you turn in the nighttime you turn into a wolf, and in the daytime you're a man, and you had to find all these stuff.
Oh wow! I'd like to also maybe do a sort of like very sort of arty, left wing, black and white, very sort of out there on the Hungry Horace sort of thing. But it's Horace does his tax returns. Horace gets angst.
Yeah.
Horace decides to end it all. Stuff like that.
That's horrible.
Well, horrible but true.
Yeah. There's an orgy between the cast of Hello, Hello and Rainbow. Who would you pair, try, quad off with? Who?
That's far too involved.
It is, isn't it?
Zippy with Hair Flick.
Yes, although you must remember that Zippy can only wank people off.
Well, he can.
Yeah, but there's not much take there, is there?
There's not much take.
No, he's got a mouth, but you could easily put a baguette in there sideways. He's not gonna pleasure you, is he? Whereas he's got a hand.
I can't imagine any of the Rainbow characters approaching Edith's mum.
I think it would be. I think this would be an insult to the cast of Hello, Hello, and I refuse to answer.
Oh, Bungo's knob!
Is the orangutan chauffeur in Cannibal Run 2 a bit far fetched? It's up to you. I will leave that as a.
Well, I think it's perfectly canon. Ball Run.
Oh. Would you watch a tiger bum a cat, Dwayne? Dwayne.
Would I watch it? I'd watch it, but I wouldn't film it. I mean, I wouldn't countenance it.
You can bring back a carry-on star from the dead, but in exchange, a Blue Peter presenter, past or present, must die. Who do you do?
Sid James, Mark Curry. Done.
Oh, don't take Mark. I like Mark. What about Sid James for...
Are you going with Sid, though?
Oh, I'd love to have Sid back, wouldn't you? He's like the T-Rex. He's the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. He's the one you'd want back, isn't he? Up in Jurassic Park when he goes, the Sid James clocks in at about 65 miles an hour. You have a Sid James.
I could just imagine them in the car with a glass of water rippling and the thundering footprints, and then the T-Rex roar.
Which Bond would be most at home in another franchise?
Oh, that's nice. Bond in Police Academy.
Oh,
well, yes. I don't think I'll arrest her for jaywalking. That's amazing.
It'd be great as in a partnership with Tackleberry.
That's a brilliant question,
Tackleberry shoving a gun right in Blofeld's face, saying, "You'll put it down now, mister."
And also, don't move, dirtbag.
Oh, if you could make any Bond in a Thunderball, Never Say Never Again breakaway style, which would you choose? Oh, that's a good one. I do Live and Let Die, but I'd make it kind of late 90s, early 2000s with kind of Boys to Men style-y, like a bad Lethal Weapon film.
That's very good.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. I only selected this because it said Henry McGee. What was... I've got a photo of Henry McGee to the tune of Potom. Sorry for the dull question, but I half remember the tune and it's been bothering me for years because I don't have much going on.
Okay, so that was something that Jeremy Lim and I came up with during Potom, which was the theme tune to Benny Hill, which is which is often came between the commercial breaks. And so the tune went, according to Jeremy, I've got a photo of Henry McGee, and he's got a photo of me. Like that made perfect sense.
Someone asks this every week, and I will once again refer you to our Cannibal Run 2 episode.
Yeah. We have done this tent ringer.
We have done this tent ringer.
And it was called Cannon and Ball Run. And it's all been cast.
But tent ringer, let me tell you, I love your 9 Inch Nails. Has there ever been a more terrifying puppet than Harley Hare from Pipkins? I never really saw Pipkins. I only know about him through Twitter. It wasn't a thing when I was little.
I think the only time I've been genuinely terrified by puppets ever since was the chap that the guys from oh, hang on, I can't even think now. La show, great job. Tim and Eric's show, great job.
Oh yeah, awesome show.
And Tim and Eric's also show, great job. And they have that guy on who's a ventriloquist, and he just has these ridiculous sort of like fire damaged things that he's found in
a weird lion and everything. Yeah.
He's got a lion, he's got a little boy. If you've never seen Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job, then you should. And I'm not entirely sure they have, I mean, it's like the funniest thing I've seen since Vic and Bob, I think, Tim and Eric.
They've got that same energy, haven't they?
Yeah, and I'm not sure where they find these people, because it looks like they found them on the streets. But they genuinely don't take the piss out of them in a horrible way. They don't use them for laughs. They genuinely sort of like imbibe them into the show and fold them into stuff.
They give them work.
The guy who does the puppetry in that is utterly insane, and his puppets look like something frightening.
And they gave him the movie, which I don't know if you've seen the movie.
Yes, I adore the movie just for the very beginning with
Chef Goldblum.
Chef Goldblum. It's Jeff Goldblum introducing Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie, and he's on the screen and he goes, "Hi, I'm Chef Goldblum." Like he's reading what comes.
And the caption says Chef Goldblum.
Chef Goldblum. I mean, that's just the funniest thing in the world. And it's also got Leland Palmer from Twin Peaks, who runs a sort of cultish.
And the guy from Ghostbusters. What's his name? You know, this man has no dick.
This man has no dick.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
But the film's brilliant. It's hit and miss, but fuck me, when it hits, it's so funny.
It's genuinely hit and miss. I love when Tim and Eric go to the mall, which is like abandoned and full of wolves.
Yeah.
They go and meet the head. They go and meet the guy who runs the mall, who's obviously
Will Ferrell.
Who just says, "Have you ever seen Top Gun?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you want to watch it?" And they go, "Yeah, all right." So they watch the entire film.
And then it finishes, he goes, "That's some Top Gun."
And at the end, he goes, "Want to watch it again?" And they go, "Yeah, all right."
They have to watch
before they get down to business. They have to watch Top Gun twice.
I have to say, before this disappears, this actually made me laugh out loud. So thanks, Greg Evigan.
You're right.
If it is you, Greg Evigan, thank you. But this made me laugh. Have a look at this.
He so would.
Yeah.
So would.
Oh, Dwayne. Which one of the Muppets would you say first from a fire? Fozzie.
Fozzie.
Yeah, I love Fozzie.
I let Fozzie burn and burn and burn.
No! Who's your favourite?
The Muppets.
Yeah.
Probably the Professor, but not Beaker.
Bunsen.
Or the Swedish Chef.
The Swedish Chef bothers me, though, because he's a Muppet, but he's got man's hands. It always bothered me, because he's Muppet, but when he's doing stuff, you notice the hands are real hands.
They occasionally used to do that with Spitting Image, where they didn't bother with the foam latex hands, and they'd be real, and it was so jarringly odd.
I'd hate it in Spitting Image when they do legs, where they do someone lying down with the legs.
Yeah, or they'd use real legs. I remember they did a Madonna piss take, and this is like called Repetition.
Yes.
Repetition makes me feel so fine. Repetition. And they had real hands and real legs. I think real boobs as well. So you just have this latex mask, but everything else is real, and that somehow was disgusting.
You have brought back Sid James. This is like one of those board games. But now Mark Curry has come back as a zombie, and you have to give him a Blue Peter animal to ward him off. Which animal do you give him? The tortoise.
Yeah, give him the tortoise, because he'd crawl towards it, and he naturally hibernate for about 6-7 months, and they could deal with that crisis with a new cast.
I'm sorry if I'm missing any of your comments, everybody, but there's loads coming in, and I'm trying to keep up. And I'm not keeping up very well. Recast Never the Twain, but all the actors have to be under 4 foot tall. Well, just use some of the time ban lists. That's fine. I've met Jethro. Who is the funniest comedian you have met?
Well, Dwayne, I've met Jethro as well because I'm from the West Country, so I went to see him. Who's the most funny? Hang on, funniest comedian you've met? Oh, that's really hard. Funniest. I mean,
I can't say that.
I've met fucking shitloads, but funniest. I don't know. I remember. I don't know if I've spoken to everyone about this before, but fuck it, I'll say it again. I did a big charity gig years ago. Me and Jeremy Lynn and Dan Marsh in our comedy group, The Trap. And we were doing a big charity gig. So we had Dara Breen, Ricky Gervais, massive lot of people. And we were all in a big theatre, blah, blah, blah. And obviously it was for free. So they gave us a big old free bar backstage in the green room. But it was all bottles of beer. But what they never gave us was a bottle opener. So all of us were struggling to open these bottle of beers. I'm sure I must have told you this. But it was only one of the members from Four Puffs and a Piano who went, "Oh, give it here," and just opened all our beers for us. And we all just were a bit sort of, thank you, the man from Four Puffs and a Piano, for letting us drink. And that was nice. So I suppose the most famous probably would be Ricky Gervais for me.
Are we talking famous or are we sort of talking
famous or funniest? Yeah, funniest. Yeah, see, that's a different thing. I remember being backstage with Count Arthur Strong, and for 60 acts and 60 minutes, so everyone did a minute, and he was on just before us, and he stayed in character throughout the whole thing. Was going, well, what? You know, just literally talking about the noises and the lights and his cues, but just stayed in character and like a sort of Peter Sellers, and that was amazing to be around.
Well, I'm going to say Paul Litchfield.
Oh, you little tinker.
Is there a Muppet song that genuinely makes you cry? I cry at the Muppets. No. There is for me.
Go on then.
It's Saying Goodbye from Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, I thought
going away.
I'm quite partial to One Little Tadpole in Auschwitz.
Well,
I mean that gets you, doesn't it?
Can you say hello to my friend Zoe? She'll be watching tomorrow morning. She loves you both, and it'll make her sad little life bearable. She's a lovely fucking idiot.
Oh, don't be so horrible about Zoe.
Zoe, if you're listening, watching, hello, Zoe.
Zoe, we are no longer able to socially distance, so we can meet 2 meters apart in an area of your choosing on an Ordnance Survey map.
Well, Zoe, you're not a fucking idiot. Don't listen to Master T, who's obviously Mr. T's son. But
called Master T.
He says you're lovely, though, so I'm guessing it's
I love the fact he's called Master T, like it's a Victorian melodrama. Master T, yes, your lordship.
Again, I'll do a couple of more comments, and then maybe
I ain't getting on no plane, fucker. Yes, Master T. Enough of swearing, Master T. Yeah, go on. A few more comments.
Have you ever thought of doing a Mystery Science 3000 style of movie commentary? Yes,
I have. I'm gonna make a massive, honest confession now. I always thought that Mystery Science Theatre 3000 would have been literally balls out ready for me, and I find it a little bit tedious.
Boring.
Yeah. I thought, God, this is a show so made for me, and I have watched pretty much 80% of them.
Yeah,
it just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is.
No, I agree. Roger Moore presents Blankety Blank and other assorted 80s game shows. You know what? Roger Moore would have made a bloody good game show host.
He would have been a great game. Did he ever appear on stuff like Blankety Blank or Celebrity Square?
He was on What's My Line? What's My Line, but the American version from the 50s, 60s.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, back when he was a burgeoning talent.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Imagine an episode of Blankety Blank with Les Gordon and fucking Roger Moore.
Oh, that would have been
Who would, of course, have to be top left, like the sort of stalwart.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be top left. Maybe, possibly top right.
Tim, you're stressing us out with these scenarios now. You have given Mark, this is like one of those Ian Davidson books. You have given Mark Curry the tortoise, but he has flung it at Janet Ellis. Which part of her body has been injured?
No, I tell you what this is like. This is like one of those fucking Final Fantasy books by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone. Well, you've made that decision, roll a fucking dice. What was the question? I can't even remember what it was.
You have given Mark Curry the tortoise, but he has flung it at Janet Ellis. Which part of her body has been injured?
Well, her I'm hoping just a delicate coccyx and nothing
Can I-
else.
Can I venture a tummy?
A tummy.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to Janet Ellis because she was very dear to me as a young man.
Well, it's BBC Two. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for a new series of Tummy.
Ba, ba, ba,
Hello
ba.
and welcome to Tummy. This week, the stomach.
Is that presented by Chris Tarrant?
It was a sort of almost Chris Tarrant.
Actually, Tarrant never did BBC, did he? Ever?
Oh no, never would.
No.
Never.
From Tiswas Beyond.
BBC is very much beneath Tarrant.
Mm.
I'll tell you what, I won't do it. The fucking arseholes of the BBC. You cunts.
Do you remember when he
Oh,
did the late
shit.
night version of Tiswas?
Late night Tiswas.
I think it was called like Access All Holes, Fuck Holes, or something like that. I can't remember
I've
now.
got a lovely idea. It's called Late Night Tiswas. What we do is it's all young ladies in little bikinis who are in a cage. And instead of the gunge tank, it's a spunk tank. No, Chris, we can't do it. We can't
No,
do it.
me and Scaffold have been filling this up all day long.
Instead of the phantom flame flinger, it's me dick. No, sorry, Chris, we can't do
Sorry.
this.
Tim's back with more stressful scenarios. Janet Ellis has injured her elbow. Curry has been battered to death by that Lego man whose head he once knocked off. Your quest ends here. That's fine.
Tim, it seems to me that you're in the middle of some sort of fan fiction erotic novel that I think you should finish. And if you finish it, I think we could read it out live. But, ooh.
I beg your pardon. It wasn't called Access All Fuck Holes. It was called OTT. I don't know version of Tiswas. Over the top.
Right.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Neil Peters. Thank you.
Okay, so we should probably move on a touch, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Now, John, I know that what we live for on a weekly basis the last 2 weeks is us writing our own carry-on versions.
That's right.
Last time we met, we had the suggestion of Carry On Robin and Carry On Spaceman,
We did.
which we're going to do later.
Mm.
But I now have for you something that fell between the cracks many years ago that could have almost come true. There's not a lot of the original script left, but I would like to read to you, if I may, the only remaining 2 or 3 pages that were left. You're going to love this. This is stunning. You're genuinely going to like it, John. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is quite stunning. This is the only 2 or 3. I'm welling up. This is only 2 or 3 pages left of what would have been the genuine Carry On Blade Runner.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, do you mind if I read it to you?
Please do.
This is a genuine surprise for you, John. I know you don't know about this. So, I'm going to read it for you. Just to give you a little bit of the sort of script that I found is the bit where Decker is interrogating Rachel in the Tyrell Corporation office. Yeah. Now, in this version, the Tyrell Corporation is called the Well. But, sort of funny. And Decker is called Pecker. And Rachel, who Pecker's interrogating, is just called Raver.
Okay.
So, from what I've gleaned from the actual script, Tyrell, is played by Hawtrey. Decker, Pecker, is played by Harry H. Corbett.
Okay.
And Raver is obviously played by Babs.
Okay.
Okay, let's just get this done.
Please.
I think it's a piece of art. Are you ready?
Mm.
Interior, Well's office, night. Raver's eye fills the screen. The iris brilliant, shot with light. The pupil contracting. We hear Pecker's voice, and we have the impression the test has been going on a long while. Pecker. You're given a see-through nightie for your birthday. Well stands silhouetted behind Pecker, who sits in front of Raver. The needles in both gauges swing violently past green to red and then subside.
Oh, I wouldn't accept it. Here, do I have the receipt? Can I swap 'em for a new pair of knickers?
Pecker, you have a little boy. He shows you his little dinky. Again, the gauges register, but not so far.
Oh, just like his daddy. He got 2 years for that.
Pecker, you're watching the TV, and suddenly you notice a wasp crawling on your wrist.
Raver, I'd kill it. Squash it with me paperweights.
says Pecker. Both needles go red. Pecker makes a note, takes a sip of coffee, and continues. In a magazine, you come across a full-page nudie photo of a girl.
God blimey. Do you mind opening the window, please?
Raver,
Is this testing whether I'm a lubricant or a lesbian?
they're called lubricants instead of replicants.
Yeah.
Pecker,
You show the picture to your husband. He likes it and hangs it in the bedroom. The girl's lying on a chessboard. You can see her rooks very close to her bishops.
Raver,
I wouldn't let him.
Pecker,
Why not?
Raver,
He can't play chess. He can't even understand the rules to snap.
Pecker frowns, then smiles. His smile looks like a grimace, or the other way round. Pecker,
Last question. You're watching an old movie. It shows a banquet in progress. The guests are enjoying raw onions.
Raver,
I'd say, oi, everyone, that's your lot.
both needles swing swiftly. Pecker, the entree consists of a boiled budgie stuffed with rice. The needle moves less. Pecker continues. The raw onions are less acceptable to you than the dish of a boiled budgie. Pecker switches off his beam. Well.
Oh, well, Mr. Pecker.
Pecker looks at Well, who is wincing indecisively. He doesn't get it. Are they playing with him? Well.
Oh, perhaps some privacy will loosen your tongue, Mr. Pecker.
He turns to Raver.
Would you please step outside for a few moments, Raver?
Raver exits, looking a bit shaken. What's going on? Pecker stares at Well. Well meets his look.
I'm impressed. How many questions does it usually take to spot one?
Pecker,
I'm completely flummoxed. My flum has never been so axed.
Well.
How many questions?
Pecker,
In columns 4 across reference, 3 up, 2 down, half-time change ends.
Well.
It took more than 100 for Raver, didn't it?
Pecker,
She really doesn't know.
Well.
She's beginning to suspect, I think. She keeps leaving little batteries in the toilet. Oh,
Pecker,
suspect? How can she not know? She's a lubricant.
Well.
Well, who isn't? After all, I'm a little oiled.
Well lifts up a glass of whiskey and drinks it. Pecker,
I can't believe it. She's perfect. God blimey. I saw her bend over earlier and I couldn't see the join.
ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. That's all I've got, John.
Christ alive, that's amazing.
I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, they were
bet
going
never got made.
they were going to make that. I mean, despite the fact that most of them have died, they were going to make it. You know, despite the fact that it was fictional, I made it up, and it's bollocks. They were going to make that.
You made it up.
Yeah. No.
Told-
No.
You told me it was real.
It was real, John. Everything's real here.
Famous like tits in the rain.
That's very good.
What about Blade Rimmer?
Who would play Rutger Hauer's part? Who would play Rutger Hauer in the film?
The Carry On cast. That'd be Breslau, wouldn't it, with a shaved head?
No, not Breslau. Breslau's shit. I mean, maybe. I think Jim Dale would probably be doing it.
Oh no, Jim Dale would be the one who leaves the origami unicorn.
Actually, no, weirdly, because I cast Rich Corbett as
It's
Pecker.
perfect for Pecker, yeah.
So it probably would be Sid James.
Yeah. Probably it would be,
I've seen things that you fuckers wouldn't believe.
yeah.
Exactly. Last orders at the Rose and Crown.
Terry Scott.
Terry Scott could be very. No,
If he's-
Terry Scott. Terry
if he's
Scott would be
topless, like
the
getting up-
guy. Terry Scott would be the guy who owns all the little robots.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the guy, the guy who does the eyes. You'd have someone doing a Chinese impression. It would be very politically incorrect. He'd be called something like ISO.
ISO.
I've seen bra straps slipping off the shoulder of Orion.
Exactly.
Very good.
I've seen showgirls showing it all in the nookie bar.
Now we've got a live new episode of Blankety Blank coming up, which you can all get involved with.
Yeah, because as you know, John and I have decided for our own fucking entertainment, not yours, that every week we're going to, between us, write a couple of scenes of what we thought a carry-on film may have been.
Which, by the way, is getting bigger every week.
Yeah. Last time we did it, we were given 2 suggestions, and we were thinking about doing one, and then we thought, no, let's share the burden. Let's do one each. So last time we did this show, we were given Carry On Robin Hood, and we're given Carry On Spaceman. So we're going to do 2 again the next time.
Yeah.
But if you want to be the very person who gives us their Carry On suggestion, then you have to enter a competition. And we thought, what better way to do this than via the medium of Blankety Blank? So, what's going to happen, very annoyingly and probably I've forgotten how to speak. What's going to happen is this. We're going to play a game of Blankety Blank. Now, all you've got to do, you people listening, and here's your host, Terry Waite.
No, he's top right.
He would be so top right.
He would, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play Blankety Blank. Now, the winner, and there need to be 2 winners between 2 rounds of Blankety Blank. Whoever wins gets to decide which carry-on film we're going to write the next time. So what's going to happen is this. You're going to be playing against John, who's going to be playing our star turn. You could decide, John, who you want to be, which celebrity you want to be.
I would fucking love to be either Kenny Everett or Willie Rushton. I'm going to go Rushton.
Right, go Rushton first. We'll do Kenny Everett second.
Yeah, okay.
What's going to happen is I'm going to read a question in the Blankety Blank style. And I'm going to give you this now. This is amazing. I had far too much time on my hands today. And I found the original questions, genuinely the original questions, from the very first episode of Blankety Blank.
Yeah.
These questions are the very first ones that were ever uttered by Wogan on Blankety Blank. To Lenny Bennett and 5 other people I've now forgotten. So if you want to play this game, you need to be the very first person in your comments to type the words Blankety Blank now.
And while we're waiting,
yeah, you're going to be sick. There's Dawson. That's fine. It's still the thing. So, John, we need to keep an eye on who's the very first.
I've got my eye on the comments. Nothing so far.
The world's leading companies
Got an advert.
only with Trading 212.
Come on, get in the comments. Right, we've got one.
Who's the first player?
Chromie Timms.
Okay.
And we've also got Jonathan Mock, but who's going to... Oh.
Jonathan will be next. Jonathan will be next, first 2. So, first of all was...
Chromie Timms.
Chromie Timms. Are you ready? So, let's have a game of... Get your theme tune ready, John.
Okay, hang on. Give me a minute. Ready?
Are we ready? Let's play Blankety Blank. Appearing on Blankety Blank. Paul Pop. David Rossiter. Willie Rushton. The Rain Chase. Romulus Nimbus, the Cloud Formation. And Linda Lasardi.
Blankety blank, blankety blank.
Oh, it's
And
a
your
both me.
host, and your host, Terry Wogan. He's made his own microphone, ladies and gentlemen. Please
This is a meat skewer with a bit of blue tack on top.
ruin the magic, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
Avasti, and welcome you all to Blankety Blank. All aboard the good ship Wogan. Destination, Blankety Blank. Let's hope we not get tossed upon the shores of a blank or blanks. Now, playing with us today is Chromie Trims. Chromie, where are you from? Wonderful. Auschwitz. Now, you're playing with Willie Rushton. It's just a one-on-one round. It's an emergency COVID-19 blankety blank. No, 19, as me neighbour Paul Hardcastle says. As far as I'm concerned, the fucker acts like he's 15. Now, here comes your question. Are you ready, John? Willie Rushton.
Yes, I'm very ready. Yes.
And Chromie, I hope you're ready. You get 20 seconds to think about this. Chromie, when you got your answer, just type it in. Willie will read it out and then reveal his card. And if you win, you get to decide which Carry On film we're going to do next time. Are you ready? Here we go. My brother, Midshipman Wogan, used to eat so much whale meat during the war. It's starting to have a funny side effect. Everywhere he goes, he blanks. I'll read that again. My brother Midshipman Wogan used to eat so much whale meat during the war. It's starting to have a funny side effect everywhere. Sorry, so to have a side effect. Everywhere he goes, he blanks. Fum 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 fum. Avasti, young Rushton, do you have a question?
Yeah, can you read it again?
I'll read it again. I'll read it without being Wogan so you fucking understand it. My brother Midshipman Wogan used to eat so much whale meat during the war. It's starting to have a funny side effect. Everywhere he goes, he blanks. Fa 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 fa. Put your cards in the envelope, Pat Coombs. Fa fa. Have you got an answer, John?
Yeah.
Sorry, Willie.
Yeah.
And Chromie Trims, if you have an answer, that needs to be displayed upon the dais. And then we'll see if we've got a match.
Okay, so who's going to reveal their answer first? Because I've got nothing from Chromie yet.
Yeah. You can't reveal your answer first, Willie, because Chromie could copy it. Like the Hitler diaries.
Come on, Chromie.
Come on, you've had 20 odd seconds of fum, thinking.
Let me just say, Chromie, I am the editor of the New Statesman. I think I used to be. I can make your fucking life hell if you don't answer this question right now. No, I don't mean the New Statesman.
Silence, Rushton.
I'm in Private Eye. No, I'm probably wrong on that one as well. I'm quite drunk. By the way, what are you drinking, Terry? I'm drinking a Chardonnay.
I'm drinking a Vina Meapo, which is rather good.
Right, Chromie has disappeared.
Oh, well, Chromie,
Okay.
if you've disappeared, then I'm afraid you're going to be forfeit very soon. We need an answer very soon, as we will move
Come on,
on to
Chromie. Chromie's last answer was ready, and he hasn't said anything since. Come on.
Ready, steady, go. Looks like ready, steady, gone.
Chromie, you're ruining this.
Right, Chromie, you're gone. Too late.
Chromie, you're out.
Right, who was next?
Let me go and pick one. Hang on.
No, next was
Fantastic Mr. Ox.
Okay. Here we go.
Are we doing the same question again, or are we doing another one?
No, we're doing another one. Question will be read out. Fantastic Mr. Ox, when you have your answer, type it in and we can see, and then Willie will reveal his answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Delilah cut off Samson's hair to sap his strength. But I just heard she cut off his blank or blanks to slow him down. Let's hear that again. Delilah cut off Samson's hair to sap his old strength. But I just heard she cut off his blank or blanks to slow him down. Fum, 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 fum. Willie, do you have an answer?
I do.
Fum, 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 fum. Fantastic, Mr. Rocks. If you have an answer, display it upon the screen, and we'll see if you've got a match. Fum, 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 fum. That should be enough time for you. Fantastic, Mr. Rocks.
Come on, Ox. Come on. Terry,
Look-
this is sadly what happens with live TV.
Looks like there's a few gremlins in the works. Kenny Everett, what do you think? Boobs!
We've got an answer. Fantastic Mr. Ross's answer is cuticles.
Here we go. So, Delilah cut off Samson's hair to sap his strength, but I just heard she cut off his blank or blanks to slow him down. Willie, what do you have?
Got pubes, Terry.
Pubes. I'm very sorry about that, fantastic Mr. Rocks. But I'm afraid that was beyond wrong. So, let's have a new player on Blankety Blank.
Next person who says Blankety Blank is in. Anyone?
No one playing Blankety Blank.
Dwayne Hickman, you're in.
Dwayne Hickman. Okay, Dwayne, I hope you know the rules. Here comes the question. When you got your answer, Dwayne, type it in. Here we go. This recession has really hit the country hard. The other day, I found a rainbow with a pot of blank at the end of it. Let's hear the question again. This recession has really hit the country hard. The other day, I found a rainbow with a pot of blank at the end of it. Come on, Dwayne, think about it. The clues in the question. Clues in the question. This recession has really hit old Wogan hard. The other day, I found a rainbow with a pot of blank at the end of it. When you got your answer, Dwayne, thumb it up onto the screen. Old Wogan's on the vino.
Okay, Dwayne has got an answer, and it's not a good one. Dwayne, you've wasted this.
Dwayne, what's your answer?
His answer is COVID.
The recession has really hit the country hard. The other day, I found a rainbow with a pot of COVID at the end of it. Willie, what do you have? Lead. Next question. I tell you what, this may take forever.
It might do.
What we'll do is we'll immediately go on to a super match question. Very fucking simple, and I hope you'll be able to play. Who'd like to play the very first super match?
If you'd like to play the first super match, please say super match, and I'll pick the first one who says it.
Oh, that's good, John. I'll roll a cigarette while that's being decided.
Please, and I will. Tim Coleman, you're in the game.
Tim Coleman versus, I believe now, Kenny Everett.
Boobs!
It's Kenny. Here we go. It's super match. So it's a two-word phrase. Very simple. Are you ready now, Tim? Here we go. Tree blank.
What?
Tree,
Oh.
T-R-E-E, tree, as in sycamore, blank. Tim, when you got your answer, type it into the old swear box and send it over care of BBC TV Centre, the old canteen, plum duff gone off.
Tim. Tim says ready. Okay, Tim, what is it? Tree? What?
Tim says tree.
Tree. Go on, Tim. Don't let us down here.
Tree colours red. No, I'm afraid that's not right there. Tim.
Come on, Tim.
Tree
Come on, Tim. This is
Tree
taking at least
colours blue.
10 minutes longer than it could have done. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not doing this again. This is tedious.
Tim says fellas.
What?
Tree
fellas.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Kenny, what'd you have? Treehouse. Of course it was fucking Treehouse. You stupid pricks. We'll do one more fucking round, and then, quite frankly, anyone can fucking decide what we're going to do as a carry-on next week. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Are we doing Super Match game again?
Doing fucking Super Match game. Terry's fucking furious.
Right.
Are you ready? Who wants to play a Super Match now?
Super Match game. Say it now and forever hold your pieces. Come on.
You cheapened this, all of you. You cheapened it. You took a beautiful thing. You took a beautiful thing that could have been lovely, and you fucked it up. I hope you're happy.
We had such high hopes for this, and you've all fucking ruined it.
High hopes of Mike Lee we had for this.
Secrets and lies. Jonathan
Stop the Wrath of Khan.
Actually, no. First was where the fuck? Fantastic Mr. Rocks is first. Fantastic Mr. Rocks back again. First one.
All right.
Now, don't fuck this up.
Let's just fucking do this, all right? Let's not make this.
He's made a fucking microphone.
Look.
No.
A meat skewer with a piece of blue tack. Let's fucking do
that.
Okay. Tits and teeth. Hotel's back. Welcome to Super Match. You could win the prize beyond all prizes, beyond all avarice. The sort of thing they wouldn't bring to a bring and buy sale because they bought and said goodbye. Don't analyze that. It went too quick. You win the chance to name the next carry-on fucking theme in the next fucking show. Sorry for swearing, but Hotel's had a port. Here we go. It's Super Match time. Garden blank. Garden blank. Now think about that, fantastic Mr. Ox. Garden blank. When you got your answer, flash it on the screen, and we'll see if old Ken has come up with the same idea as you. Mind you, old Ken comes up with lots of ideas.
Right,
a bit of dead air, a bit of dead air, dum dum, a bit of dead air, a bit of dead air, dum dum, bit of dead air, bit of dead air. This
Dwayne's
is
a fan. Dwayne's a fan.
Dwayne, what have you got?
Oh, here we go. Fantastic Rock says bench.
So the old question was for the Super Match Garden. It's going to be gnome, isn't it? It's Gate. Oh, for fuck's sake! Do you know what? Fuck it. Next two people just suggest what the carry-on film is. Next time we'll do it.
Go on. What's your next? Do we need 2 carry-on films for next week?
We need 2 for next week. We might even have a guest next week, maybe. So
might be.
Can you do 3 while I quickly go for a wee?
Paul's going to go for a wee, so you give us 3, which sounds like a riddle.
You obviously fill in.
I will talk of riddle while he goes for a piddle. Now, I'll tell you a very funny story. Super Match game's over, Tim. You fucked it up. Unbelievable. Paul's gone for a piss. So, here we go. Carry on Gandhi. All right. That's going to be politically incorrect, but okay. Carry on Blankety Blank. I don't think so. Carry on Born. Oh, I like this. Carry on Godfather. That's definitely one. So we need 2 more. Carry on Godfather. Carry on Dancers with Wolves. No. Carry on Plank. No. Carry on. No. Carry on Solaris. No. Good idea, but no. Carry on Boy in the Striped Pajamas. No. So far you've got 1. Carry on Godfather's a good idea. Come on. You're our brain team. Let's keep this going. Carry on doesn't go. Carry on Mutiny on the Bounty. Well, that's kind of Carry on Bounty, isn't it? We've had 1 very good idea so far.
Brilliant. What's that?
Carry on Godfather.
That's amazing. We'll definitely do that.
Carry on Mutiny at the Bounty. Isn't that Carry on pardon me?
Jack.
Yeah, that's Carry on Jack, isn't it? Carry on Star Trek.
Yes, please. Thank you.
There we go. So next week is Carry On. Oh, should we get 3 just in case we have a mystery guest?
Let's get 3 just in case we have a mystery guest. So we got Carry On Star Trek, Carry On
Godfather.
Godfather.
Come on, keep going. So far, people are trying to be funny, like Carry On Luggage. No. Carry On Mutiny the Bounty. We've done. Carry On Jaws. I like that.
Perfect. There you go. We've got our 3.
So next week it will be Carry On Jaws, Carry On Godfather, and Carry On Star Trek.
Okay. Well, I suppose on that note, we should probably unveil our new Carry On script. So we were asked last time to provide a snippet of something that could have been taken from Carry On Robin Hood or Carry On Spaceman. What would you like to do first, Jonathan?
Why don't we ask everyone to pick?
Space or Hood?
Space or Hood? The first person to say one or the other, we will do. Oh, Carry On, the best little whorehouse in Texas. I mean, that was already a kind of a.
Well, that sort of is what it is. Christ, I love that film.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love to dance a little sidestep.
Yeah, was it See Me Going? Now we go, I've come and gone.
Carry On Jaws 3. Interestingly, Jaws 3 was originally going to be a comedy. It was going to be called Jaws 3 People Zero. And it was going to be a National Lampoon's comedy film.
Is that true?
That is very true. And there's a script for it, which I did find and sent to Dan for Unmakeable.
Oh my God.
They went crazy because all the spoof films were going crazy in the early 80s. And they thought, wouldn't it be funny to do Jaws 3 as Jaws 3 People Zero? And yeah, you can find it on the internet. And it's fucking dreadful, but it's worth seeking out.
No, you don't say.
Yeah, so thank you for that one.
Dreadful, you say?
Yeah. Absolutely dreadful. Thanks, Deborah.
I would have thought that would be amazing.
So someone says space. So space, that is Paul's. So we're doing Carry On Space.
Right, we're going to do Carry On Space first. Carry On Spaceman.
I'm just going to get your script ready. Hang on.
Yeah, same here. So, is it...
Set the scene, Paul.
Yes. So, let's just cast this quickly. Is it okay, John, if you play the Kenneth Williams character?
I would love to.
And I'll play the other 2.
Is it okay if I don't do an amazing Kenneth Williams impression? Because I can't.
That's absolutely fine. And then when we get to the next, because I've written 2 scenes, if we get to the next, we'll worry about the next scene when we get to it.
Okay.
So here we go. So this is obviously the Carry On film that was never made. Carry On Spaceman, or It's a Long Way to Uranus, which they would have done.
It would have been. It is technically a long way to get to Uranus as well. So.
It's a very long way to get to my Uranus.
Not your anus, yeah.
No, but your anus. My anus. So if you get to know the planet really well, is it called my anus?
No.
No, it's always your anus. I tell you what, it's the nation's anus during this lockdown. So Carry On Spaceman, or It's a Long Way to Uranus, or Nice Night for a Full Moon, or Euston Station, We Have a Problem. That's quite proud of that.
That's great.
Okay, here we go. So interior, a Soviet palace night. Commodore Mikhail
Gobelot.
Commodore Mikhail Gobelot, Kenneth Williams, sits in his opulent office. There is a massive painting of a hammer and a sickle behind him. He sits behind a large desk sipping a glass of vodka. He is talking on the phone rather urgently.
I understand, Madam Secretary, but I must speak to your superior. Mail it off immediately. No, I haven't got time to pop it in a postbox. A letter to Brezhnev. Yeah, I think I saw that film in the Moscow Picture House. Someone touched me popcorn during the interval. Well, when exactly will he be back? Well, what do you know for sure? Oh, you do? Duh. So at the minute he returns, you let me know, duh. So what do you do? Duh. Oh, I mean goodbye.
Gobelot puts down the phone in exasperation.
Oh, what a load of old doodahs.
He takes another sip of vodka and presses an intercom button. Enter his personal secretary, Smirnoff, played by Jack Douglas, who's carrying a big file of papers. You buzzed, Commodore Gobble-a-lot?
Buzzed? No, I'm sober. I've only had a little sip.
No. The vodka, sir. The intercom thingamajig.
Oh, I see, Smirnoff. Now, listen. I shall need you to stay late tonight as I'm expecting a very important call from the Kremlin.
Righto, sir. I shall use the time to measure my blinis for maximum efficiency.
What you do on your own time is your concern. Now, I'm expecting a call from none other than Comrade Mail It Off, who is currently at the prestigious Karl Fabergé Jewelers in St. Petersburg.
Oh, is he having his ring widened, sir?
Certainly not. No, he's having his eggs lacquered.
Lacquered.
Lacquered, sorry.
Smirnoff has a small fit in response. The papers fly everywhere. Get off, way! Get off, ski. Get off, ski. Smirnoff starts picking up the files from the floor.
Oh, leave it alone, Smirnoff. You really must see a doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Commodore. It's my nerves, sir. Ever since the war, I picked it up in the gulags, you see. There is a knock at the door.
Just answer the door and get out, you blundering fool.
Smirnoff exits. Enter Push It In, Peter Butterworth, all unkempt and looking sheepish. Oh, you sent for me, sir? Cool, blimey. He notices a large painting hanging on the wall behind Gobbler Lot. I've never seen that one so big before, sir. Cool, blimey, it's a whopper.
Ah, push it in. Take a seat. What on earth are you gawping at, man?
Oh, your chopper, sir. It's magnificent. My own dad could only dream of having one that size.
What are you going on about?
Oh, my dad used to hang his chopper out the window, sir. Of course, it was much smaller, but that's Siberia for you. I must confess that a chopper that size would make my own mum's eyes water.
If you don't start making sense, I'll have you shot at dawn.
Oh, my mother's name, sir, Dawn. Yes, she and my old dad used to work in the old forge in the square. Day and night, the old village could hear them both hammering away. Just who was it who painted your weapon, sir?
Such insolence. Why, I've never been so insulted in my...
He finally noticed that Push It In is staring at this hammer and sickle painting behind him.
Oh, I see, the hammer and sickle. Yes, well, up the revolution and all that. How was your journey?
Well, the plane from St. Petersburg ran out of fuel, so they dropped me on the Urals.
Oh, how unfortunate.
So I commandeered a German plane to take me the rest of the way, but oh, God, it crashed in the Baltic.
Well, what do you expect with such inferior machines? You should stick with Mother Russia. What sort of plane was it?
Oh, just some silly old fucker.
I beg your pardon.
The German plane. Although it had a very roomy cockpit, Mikhail spits out his vodka.
But did you complete your mission?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. I found the very best cosmonaut in the whole of Mother Russia. Push It hands over a black and white photo of Jim Dale.
Oh, what's the cadet's name?
Surname, Bolokov. First name, Ujanika.
Ujanika Bolokov here. Stop messing about.
He's the best of the best, sir. And besides, he's cheap.
How much?
A ruble. Per hour. God, blimey. Per flight. Plus insurance, of course. 1 ruble. Per day. And a bonus. One ruble. Per mission. Then there's me finder's fee.
Let me guess.
1 ruble.
Very well. Very well. And you better be right, Push It In. Your reputation is on the line.
Oh, I'd rather it was safely tucked up in bed.
The Russians need a man in space, and quick. Our spies tell us that the British are sending their best man into orbit, none other than Dick Chaser. Now is the time to be circumspect.
Oh, I had that done when I was a boy, sir.
We meet at the training camp in the morning. By the bridge should be near enough.
Near enough? Oh, I've never met him, sir. Is he friendly? Wah, wah, wah. So that's that scene from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's a lot of people in this next scene, John.
Do you want me to be Kenneth Connor?
You can be Kenneth Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be Hattie Jakes and Kenneth Connor, and I'll be everyone else?
Yeah.
All right. So we've had the Russian take. Now this is Britain. Interior. SOD SOD Mission Control Day. Colonel Roger Weekly, Kenneth Connor, sits at his desk looking at a computer. Sat opposite is Professor Racket, Hattie Jakes, in a lab coat.
So I'm going to be doing both parts here.
Yeah, you are.
I really must protest, Colonel Weekly. I've never met a bunch of more ill-prepared astronauts. They could barely make it all the way to Maidenhead, let alone the moon. Have faith, Professor Racket. Our department is doing everything possible to get them all up. Rest assured, this mission will not go down the pan.
We hear the sound of a toilet flushing. Enter Dick Chaser, Sid James, from a side door. Sorry about that. I was just getting ready for blast off.
Mr. Chaser, I have your test results here. Your urine test rang a few alarm bells.
Well, I did have a little tinkle. Bell, tinkle, come on.
And you have the liver of an 80-year-old man.
Oh, God, do I? Blimey. I must remember to give him back.
Nonsense, Professor Racket. He's just well seasoned is all. Pickled, more like. May I remind you, Professor Racket, that morale is just as important as good health. Would you bring in the other trainees, please? Wow. Very well, if you insist.
Professor Racket makes her way across to the door. Dick Chaser watches her leave. God blimey, talk about the dark side of the moon. Professor Racket returns with Dr. Mincer, Charles Hawtrey, and Chesty Heaves, Barbara Windsor. Weekly cannot quite control himself at the sight of the beautiful Heaves.
Whoa. Am I Racket as well?
Yeah, you're Racket, yeah.
May I present Chief Navigator Dr. Mincer?
Oh, sorry I'm late. I got lost on the underground. He's a navigator, you see. He got lost on the underground.
That's good. And Chief Engineer Miss Chesty Heaves.
I'm not surprised with a payload like that. I bet they've got their own gravitational pull. Heaves. Oh, I've heard all about you, Dick Chaser. You just keep your hands on the controls and nothing else. Yeah, you got a couple of big buttons I'd like to press. If you're lucky, I'll have you have a go on me control stick.
I'd like to formally welcome you all to SOD.
Mincer. Oh, how charming.
Allow me to clarify, SOD is the Space Operation Department. And now I'd like to show you all a photo of the Pratt that will take you to the moon.
Oh, I don't have to sit here and be insulted. Really? Where do you normally go?
Oh, I see. No, Pratt is the propulsion rocket aircraft transport. You'll be the first Pratt to go into space.
Not unless you go first. Sorry, Mincer. I say, do you mind if I ask a question? It concerns my little Dickie.
I beg your pardon. For the last time, Mr. Mincer, you cannot take your dog with you into space.
Oh dear, what rotten luck. I so wanted to take my little Dickie into orbit. My sister wanted him to be the first dog to have a walkies on the moon. She need a bloody big lead.
If we could just get to the matter at hand. We have just 2 weeks to train you and get you into the Sea of Tranquility and get your poles up.
Oh, you saucy devil.
Colonel Weekly is referring to the flag. It's of most importance that we plant the Union Jack on the lunar surface long before anyone else does. There's a race to get to space, everyone. Every country wants to be first. Indeed, we've heard rumblings from China.
That'll be the chow mein.
And the Russians are sending their very best cosmonaut, none other than Eugene Bolokov.
Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, we could try a re-entry with me anytime.
That's quite enough, Miss Heaves.
Oh, I say, that Bolokov chappie. I think I studied with him at Oxford.
Oh, that would be his twin brother, Howjanika. Howjanika Bolokov?
When he's fast asleep.
That's all we need, a right pair of Bolokovs. Oh, sorry, I read your line.
That doesn't matter. That's all we need, a right pair of Bolokovs.
They may well be twins, but we have it on good authority that one Bolokov is a little shorter than the other.
You said you keep that confidential.
Well, I think it's time to run a few more tests. We need to get you all used to zero gravity.
Yeah, you better strap them in, Heaves. Barbara Windsor. Tits. They need to be secured safely. Can't have them rolling around up there. You give us all a black eye.
Heaves.
Oh, sorry. You just handle your own equipment. I'll handle mine. Better warm your hands first.
We also need to get you trained up for leaving the atmosphere.
I say, what happens if we hit a gas pocket? Easy. Just roll down the window. Fa, fa, fa. Ba, 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 ba,
There we go.
ba,
Pull the
ba.
tools, carry on space, everybody. Yeah.
There you go. And I think that was quite beautiful in its own way.
Hmm.
Yeah. In another way, it was quite awful.
No, I won't have that.
By Jove, I'm glad I did it.
Oh, it's so much fun, isn't it? It's so much bloody fun to write these things.
So much bloody fun.
Yeah.
So the other carry on that we were demanded to write, dare I, was Carry On Robin Hood or Carry On Robin, which I believe John has written. So, John, do you want to take us through what needs to be done here?
Yes, I do. I'd like you to play Jack Douglas.
Yes.
And for the first scene, I'd like you to be Barbara Windsor.
Right here.
So this is called Carry On Robin, or Tuck Yourself In for Little John.
Hey!
Exterior, Nottingham Forest. A gold carriage makes its way through the clearing of the trees and trundles along the green vista. Inside, Lady Hadson, Barbara Windsor, is sat opposite Baron Hadnan, Kenneth Connor, as they watch the view. Caption, Nottingham Forest, 1377. Luton nil.
Hey!
Yay! Interior of the carriage. Hadson.
I do thank you for your escort, Baron, but I assure you it really isn't necessary.
My lady, they say rampant raiders prowl this forest looking for treasure and pleasures the flesh.
Oh, I do hope so.
I'm sorry.
I said I do hope no thing happens.
Worry not, my lady. Our coachman is a former executioner and well trained with an axe.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Oh, yes. He's also adept with the noose. So if we're attacked by any bandits, well, he'll ensure they're all well hung.
Oh, that's also a relief.
It's imperative we get this gold to Prince John if he's going to defeat the dreaded Robin Hood.
Robin Hood?
Oh, yes, a cutthroat mercenary who, it is said, steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Really?
Oh, yes. They'll have anything, these forest folk, if it's not nailed down. Pickpockets, muggers, and that's just the friar.
They got a friar? Oh, that's good. I love a cod and chips.
Hood is the leader of the gang, you see. They say he has the strength of 10 men.
Oh, is he also a bandit?
So goes the rumour. Sound effects. A medieval trumpet. Ba 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 ba. Exterior day. A gang of men come down from the trees and stop the carriage. Little John, Bernard Bressel, I'll be him, steps out from the crowd. The coachman, Jack Douglas, is not amused. Stop this carriage in the name of Hood.
Of who?
Hood.
Sounds like more of a pullover. Why, get off.
You've entered the forest of thieves. You cannot pass without showing us your jewels.
I can't do that.
And why not?
Well, I don't like to do with them all watching. I don't like to do with them all watching.
Hadnan pokes his head out of the coach. What's the meaning of this? We are on important business.
Sorry, Baron Sir. Get off. He wants to see me jewels.
Well, make it quick, will you?
Yes, sir. Certainly, sir. Get off.
The coachman starts to undo his trousers. Oh, no. You don't have... We want to see your booty.
Oh, make your mind off. Get off.
Coachman starts to bend over when another trumpet sounds. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have had those beans at the services. Oi!
Robin Hood, who is you, obviously, effortlessly slides down a rope and parts the gang. He turns around to reveal he is Sid James.
Here, what's going on here? He wants to see me booty.
These are desperate times.
Blimey, they must be. Anyone else in the carriage?
Hadnan exits and Lady Hadson. Hadnan, we are just two simple travellers. Robin looks at Hadson.
Better make that 4. Who might you be?
Oh, she's had some.
I bet she has. And he's had none. I'm not surprised with that face. What brings you to this forest?
We are simple business travellers. Business? Yes, as in none of yours.
Well, as me colleague Little John will have no doubt told you, you've entered our little bit of forest.
Well, you'll have nothing from us. We have nothing.
I'd say you got a couple of handfuls. Oh, cheeky.
Now, look here. If you don't let us pass, I will have no alternative than to show you my big red one.
Oh, blimey. Might have some ointment for that.
I mean my sealed letter from Prince John himself.
Who's John?
Prince John? Yes, this carriage must get to him at once.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? John, send for the friar.
Right. Sound effects. A trumpet plays louder this time.
Oh, blimey, that'll be the sausages. Get off!
The crowd parts to reveal the friar, Peter Butterworth, played by Paul.
Oh, Christ.
He holds his hands to his face as if praying, and then slowly revealed to be lighting a fag.
Cool, how can I help? I hope we didn't disturb you from the Lord's work, friar. Oh, no. I was just filling up the font. I love that line. I do wish he'd used the bushes like everyone else. Who is the who's in the carriage? Sorry, what's that line? Who's the carriage?
Oh, sorry. So whose is the carriage? Sorry.
Whose is the carriage? Very nice. Gold.
It belongs to me, and I need to see the John at once.
Oh, it's up a few ladders, so we just use the bushes.
Are you in charge here?
Oh, me? Oh, no. I just provide spiritual support and guidance.
So why am I wasting my time talking to you?
Well, I need to take a small donation for the church, you see.
And how much would that be?
Well, a pound
Well, that seems
per person.
right. So that's
In Britain.
what?
In Britain. Let's do that bit again. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Go from how much would that be?
How much would that be?
Pound
Well, that seems
per person.
right. So that's
In Britain. Not half.
sound effects. A royal trumpet sounds. Ba, 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 ba.
Wait, that'll be the crisps. Get off.
A fleet of horses arrive, and the Sheriff of Hangingham, Kenneth Williams, I'll do that, is at the front of the small army. What is the meaning of this hold-up?
I think it's for stopping your trousers from falling down.
Heard. I should have known you'd be behind this. What's happening to this woman?
That's be a fine thing. They want to see me booty. Wait, get off.
And did you show it to them?
Oh, no. Well, I'm a privy, you see.
Coachman winks at the sheriff. Well, that'll explain the smell.
Wait, get off.
Now, if you don't all clear off and let this coach pass, I'll have no alternative than to give you all a great big pink one.
Not bloody likely. I thought jail was bad.
I mean a sentence by royal decree.
Prince John, royal? A royal pain in the bum, more like.
Yeah, we don't like Prince John in these woods, do we, lads?
No, the lads. No, I don't recognise him.
And why not?
Well, I lost me glasses, you see.
You forest folk are on borrowed time, you know. Once we get the Celts down here, you'll be outmanned and outfought.
Your headman.
Yeah. I say, Sheriff, can you just escort us to the prince now? Yes, and let me assure you that if there's even the smallest piece of gold missing from this carriage, we will be down here to dust for fingerprints. Oh no, he's just a friend. Come on, off we go. Well, goodbye. Oh no, this is you, Barbara Williams.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Hood. It was a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, it was. And sadly, the pleasure was all yours.
Come on, let's get moving.
Boy, get off. God bless you, my sons.
Friar crosses the horses and carriages as they leave, and as the sheriff passes, it quickly turns to a V sign followed by a slide whistle. Boop. Must be C of E. The horses accompany the carriage as it drives off through the forest, dripping a trail of gold coins as it does, and the friar tucks a hand drill behind his robes. Ladies and gentlemen, carry on, Robin.
Well, that was rather beautiful, I thought.
It was. We lost viewers, but never mind.
It was like listening to Pinter.
Oh.
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Well, there you go. I mean, I don't know. So next time we meet, it's going to be Carry On Jaws, Carry On
Godfather, and carry on Star Trek.
Godfather, Star Trek.
I already know which one you're going to do.
What do you reckon?
Star Trek.
Yes.
I'll do Godfather, and we'll give our mystery guest Jaws, shall we?
Yeah. He'd love it.
Hmm.
Or she'd love it. He'd love it.
They would love it.
I want Star Trek just for Captain Burke. Captain James D. Burke.
And we know he's playing Captain James D. Burke, don't we?
Captain James D. Burke. I mean, it's so obvious. Well, this has been an absolute pleasure, Mr. Jonathan of Rain. Do we have any more final questions before we disappear? Because we're an hour and 40 now, and I believe
we're an hour and 40. Any more questions before we go?
Final questions before we end. Anything you'd like to ask?
Let's just wait, because apparently we're like 45 seconds ahead of the board.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, apparently so.
So that's just like the BBC, isn't it? When someone goes, Matt Bianco's a fucker, and they have a
exactly
delay.
that. So we'll take a couple more questions, and then we'll probably call it a night, because we've fulfilled our agenda, and I've nearly drunk my mind. Here we go. Is the food fight at the end of Carry On Loving the greatest piece of slapstick violence in cinema history?
Oh, it's very good.
Ooh.
It's genuinely very good. I'm not sure if it's the best ever.
No, I don't think it's best.
Slapstick. I genuinely love the massive car chase in What's Up, Doc with Ryan or Barbara Streisand. That's a perfectly great bit. You ever seen the film Skidoo?
Yes.
Horrible film, but that's got an amazing bit. I'm trying to think of anything
there's
else.
a lot of Buster Keaton that would probably argue with this.
Yeah, more than likely, and Harold Lloyd and stuff. It is good though. It is genuinely funny.
It's great. I mean, as Carry Ons go, I my personal opinion is Carry On Girls and Carry On Loving and all that is kind of the end. I think Carry On Girls, is that 74 or 75?
Well, that's when they introduce June Whitford and feminism into the whole thing. So they sort of start commenting on their own naughtiness and their own ribaldness and their own sauciness. And that's a really weird meta thing to do within a Carry On film. Is to start going, actually, this is smut and this is disgusting.
But it does have
really
Robin Asquith in it.
Yeah, as a photographer.
Who started following me on Twitter the other day, and I asked him the question, and it's a brilliant fucking answer. Is he was saying that when the premiere happened of Confessions of a Window Cleaner, the first Confessions film, it was a massive hit, and it wasn't expected to be so. And he said he got. I said, did you get? What did he say? He said he got attacked by lots of people because it was a success, and they weren't expected to be so. And I said, did you get attacked by any window cleaners? And he said, yes, a couple of times, for giving a false impression of what window cleaning was in terms of erotica.
Wow.
Robin Asquith, by the way, if you follow him on Twitter, is brilliant, because if you ask him a question, he will definitely answer it. No matter how stupid or whatever, he will definitely answer it. He's a very, very, very good sport. So if you're not following him...
Also, isn't he sort of like permanently shacked up in isolation in the Costa Sol somewhere?
Yeah, he's all over the place. But if you would tweet him anything, no matter how stupid, he would definitely reply to you. He's brilliant. He's a lovely fella. I
saw him once on the tube in Edgware Station with with my comedy partner Dan Mersh, and we were just looking at him. He looked like a very beautiful, polished piece of leather. I'm not being horrible. Because we both went, oh my fuck, that's Robin Asquith. Like there wasn't even a shadow of doubt when it came to identification. That's him. And he was sat there in sort of slightly tight denim jeans, and it was like, oh my god, it's Timmy Lee. Is he going to have sex on the circle line?
Just with you.
Oh,
this is your life, Timmy Lee. Best three carry-ons. That's a good question.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. Khyber, I adore beyond anything else. I also love Carry On Dick, just for the harpsichord. We've covered this in the last show we did. For the harpsichord special effect, sound effect for the word dick, which is Carry On Dick. So, yeah, that and I think Convenience. I love Convenience. They all go on holiday. Also, Karen Abroad is also brilliant. They go to Wells Bells.
I think
Uh,
mine would be convenience. Don't lose your head.
oh, the black fingernail
Mainly for that joke, I want the black fingernail, so he hits him on the thumb with a hammer.
with a hammer. Yeah,
Yeah, and abroad, possibly. I love abroad.
I do genuinely love Abroad. Yeah, Abroad
Mainly
is
for Kenneth Connor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, Peter Butterworth playing like 5 or 6 characters in the hotel.
It's also got, and we've talked about this in the past, it's got our favourite joke, which is that I tried it once, I didn't like it.
Oh my god, that's the best joke in the world. Yeah. And also, weirdly, I think it's the first time I ever genuinely loved Bernard Breslau's character in a film.
He's a vicar who is,
He plays the guy who's about to take the sort of cloth and gets tempted. And that's a really weird thing for him to do because he always played the really obvious characters. To play him a big sort of dumb, innocent man of the cloth was a really brilliant piece of casting.
Having his faith tested and all that, that's great. Yeah,
and also they were at that stage in the Carry On films where they just let Charles Hawtrey drink alcohol constantly.
And they wrote it into his part that he just sits there drinking booze all the time.
Yeah, it's amazing. And also you get Sid James saying, it's not fuck off, and it's piss off to the guys drilling when they're taking the roof off.
That's right. Yeah, you can't hear what he says.
Piss off.
And it's the one Carry On film more than any other where everybody has the horn apart from June Whitfield.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have sex with everybody else, wherever they are.
But finally has the horn, I believe, to
Yes.
Oh, what's he called? He was in his own sitcom. Fuck, what's he called? Ray? No. Maybe that was his name in the film. He's really famous. Anyway, yeah, she slightly has a holiday romance with a Spanish waiter, doesn't she? Yeah. What's he called?
This is like a virtual pub laugh, ace stuff.
Someone will tell us, but that's amazing.
Great sword fight and Don't Use Your Head. There's also a meta joke in Don't Use Your Head, if you remember, is that when they're singing sort of old style French revolutionary songs, they add a yeah as a Beatles joke. Which at the time would have been like a ha ha ha, but now it's a bit naff. But
there's a genuinely, like, if you just even think about it for a second, which if a lot of Carry On films go down this route, like Carrying Up the Jungle, where Joan Sims is happily thinking I'll be fingered by upwards of 3 men, which is horrible. But there's a bit in Carry On Henry where Henry VIII takes Barbara Windsor into the arboretum, into the garden, and he says, "Can I hold him?" Because he desperately wants to grab her tits, and she takes 2 melons, and he's holding them. He's going, "Go, blimey," like that, and then he obviously takes the weight of them, and it goes down. He goes, "Blimey, they've come off." So the idea is that Henry VIII has somehow ripped off the tits of a woman.
Oh, I need to change one of my Carry On choices.
Tits off. Yeah, go on.
Well, it's the Frankie Howard Doctor one. Is it Carry On Again, Doctor?
Yeah, that's Carry On Again, Doctor, and also Carrying Up the Jungle is
Carry Again, Doctor is my third favourite because it's convenience. Don't Use Your Head, then Again, Doctor, because I love that one. That's brilliant.
Is that the one with the daffodil up his bum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And with Jim Dale is in love with Barbara Windsor and goes down the stairs on the trolley.
Yeah.
It's got everything, and all those Carry On shows that. Well, let's Carry On. You know, what was it called? That's Carry On. That used to be on a lot when we were little. That was always the
show. And it's also got Barbara Windsor turning up as a trainee nurse with a pear, eating it, and the guy who's only in one Carry On film with the big National Health spectacle goes, "Cool, what a lovely pear."
No, she says he's eating a pear, and she says, "What a lovely pear," and he goes, "You took the words right out of my mouth." Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's brilliant. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Janet Ellis and Mark Curry. So this is the end of Tim's adventure book. Janet Ellis and Mark Curry, thank you for a lovely night. Thank you. You guys are gold.
Thank you, Tim, for your sort of like
Tim.
Aesop's fable of Blue Peter presenters.
And just as a special treat, I can change the background for you all right now. Look, I can change it to that.
Ooh.
Or Hancock's living room.
Hancock's living room.
The TARDIS from 1980.
God blimey.
The Millennium Falcon.
Oh.
or Paul and me, or I can do this. Hang on. I'm
These
I can go like this. Look. Hey, where have we
Good
gone?
I've
We were
when
here the whole time.
we were sending each other pictures today for this image, weren't we?
Yeah.
And, the image we chose for JP special, which by the way is John Player's special, was a cigarette, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. It is.
That picture of me on the right is taken from 2 years ago on Christmas Day in Slovakia.
You don't have to say this.
Well, no, I'm gonna say it. Where
Yeah.
I used to just go to the toilet a lot, just to sort of have a bit of solace. Like, okay, I'm back
Do a
again.
Butterworth.
How much have you done in the toilet? About a pound's worth. I mean, just because it's all just in Slovakia, if you don't eat pigs, you're fucked.
Mm.
In Slovakia, if you say you're vegetarian, they give you chicken. Like that's vegetarian, you know. That aside, I love it every time I go there. It's fucking amazing. It's all castles and moats and big rivers and forests, and a pint of Czech beer costs 80 fucking p. So I love it. But when I go over at Christmas, also they don't celebrate Christmas. They don't Christmas Day. They celebrate Christmas Eve. But they have their Christmas Day dinner on Christmas Eve, but they have it at midnight. So you have to stay up really fucking late on Christmas Eve, have a big celebration, get hammered, and then Christmas Day is a bit, to the Slovaks, is a bit like our Boxing Day. Everyone just sort of does fuck all. And Christmas Day is nothing. It's just, fuck yourself. So anyway, but of course, traditionally in Slovakia on Christmas Eve, their Christmas Day dinner, it's just so complicated. They don't have turkey; they have fish, which is a very Eastern European thing. It's in all of Poland and bits of Germany, Bavaria, Austria. They have a river fish, so they have like a fucking manky old pike caught from the bottom of a river that tastes of mud. And luckily, the Slovak mama, who I've now known for 13 years, knows that I won't tolerate it. So she makes me a lovely old schnitzel, a lovely old turkey schnitzel, which is as close as I can get to a Christmas turkey, which is lovely.
I should say before we go, this image you're watching now,
yeah,
was created by David Reed,
who's brilliant. He does all the James Bondy Bistake film posters. He's a genuinely talented chap.
Yeah, he's an amazing fellow. I do All Other Mysterious with him, and he also did a live show with me and Paul, and he's a lovely fellow.
Yeah. Okay, well, this has been a joy, John.
Yeah, it has.
A joy, John.
Joy, Paul.
Well,
should we do it again next week?
We should. I should make maybe a tiny reference to the name I chose, which is Lord Patchfeld, which is a letter I once got to my home address, and that was the name they gave me.
That's amazing.
Look.
Sorry. It's been a day of homeschool, sorry.
Oh, that's amazing. That's the best thing ever. You'd be the worst ever Wogan ever.
I would.
That's absolutely wonderful, old Knight Rider.
Oh, Meg Ryan.
He's got the car on a couch.
Sorry. Can we just say that when he has Michael Hasselhoff, David Hasselhoff, that's a wonderful story, Knight Rider. He'd be like, I have a name, Terry. It's David Hasselhoff.
Please welcome old Knight Rider himself, David Knight Rider. No, Terry, you obviously haven't done any research. No, I haven't.
No.
I've had an old tumbler of the old Irish melt.
But I've been, I'm yawning again. I've been homeschooling today, and I've just drank a whole bottle of Chardonnay. So
you have, and I'm about to go off and drink a massive gin and tonic. I don't know which one of my gins to have because I got 9 bottles of gin underneath me. So I'm going to do it randomly. John, you need to choose 1 to 9. 1,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to be having some Sipsmith gin.
Oh, that's good gin.
I'll have a Sipsmith gin and tonic, and I'm going to catch up with an episode of Rick and Morty, and then
yes, good one.
Going to go and have a lovely sleep.
I'll just have a quick dip into the comments before we go.
Yeah, please do.
And everybody says, Schnitzel, bless you. Yes. See you next Friday. You will.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Time Skipper, night chaps, stay frosty. We will.
We will.
Great stuff. Do more, as we've all got feck all else to do. This is true.
You're absolutely right.
And great evening, guys. And drinking like a
you.
real teacher. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back next Friday.
Yeah, we will.
Until then, we look forward to the next JP special.
We'll see you soon, eh?
Not bloody likely.
Goodbye.